Happening now, new high-tech ambulances will be rolling down our streets. The top-of-the-line technology includes an anti-theft system. Eyewitness News reporter Henry Ramos shows us how these new vehicles will enhance life-saving work.
Brand spanking new.
One of the finest ambulances that any metro fire department in the country has.
San Antonio Fire shows off its 18 new EMS ambulances, each costing about $292,000. It is money well spent, according to Chief Charles Hood.
Our priority is making sure that they have great equipment. This is their equipment, it's purchased with their tax dollars, and it's the best that we could possibly buy.
Now, this is not an ordinary light fixture. The UV germicidal light will be used every day.
It kills any germs in the back. It will also kill under the stretcher, behind the seat, because the light can bounce off of the walls and off the floor. This is a hydraulic system. It allows us to load and unload the patient.
On Eyewitness News at noon, I tested the power load system, which can hold up to 700 pounds. This will be a lifesaver for firefighters and paramedics who won't have to do so much heavy lifting.
It works, saves our back, saves our knees and elbows.
And remember this bizarre scene in August? An ambulance was stolen and the suspect crashed it, leaving it there on 410? This was one of two incidents. Well, Chief Hood says that's been addressed. When a unit arrives on scene, the system will automatically lock the doors.
But it does require a positive action to drive the unit when you go to depart the scene.
Chief Hood says they respond to around 1,100 calls a day. Next year, he hopes to replace another 21 units. Henry Ramos, KENS 5, Eyewitness News.
Chief Hood says ambulances are rotated every 4 years at about 200,000 miles.